Hey guys, welcome back, and for those of you guys who are new here, my name is Matt. I'm a junior doctor working in London. Today, I'm really excited to be taking you guys along on my night shift in the emergency department in a hospital in London. I've basically fallen in love with emergency medicine since starting here. It's an incredible specialty, the team are amazing, and I love my work here, so I'm super excited to share this with you guys. One note before I begin though is that I've done everything to ensure that I'm respecting patient confidentiality, including anonymizing patient information and scans, just to respect the privacy of those in the hospital and those working in it. But otherwise, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and please do let me know what you think down in the comment section below.
What a beautiful night.
It's 8:30 p.m. and time to wake up for my night shift. My body clock's a little all over the place, but I hop out of bed, get ready, and have a cup of tea, as well as a few bites to eat, because it's going to be a long shift. It's pitch black when I leave for work, and I head over to the tube station.
This place looks a little different at night, doesn't it? I'm so used to walking out when it's all bright, just as the sun is rising. So, it's cold, it's raining, freezing, but I'm gonna go in and start my shift. So,
on arriving to the hospital, I grab a set of scrubs, which is our designated hospital clothes, before heading to the locker room to get changed.
here's me.
Work starts at 10 p.m. for us, and after a quick huddle with the rest of the team, I head over to my cubicle in the emergency department where I get comfy because I'll be spending a lot of time here this evening. Tonight, I'll be seeing patients in the majors department. Absolutely anyone or anything can come through the door, so it keeps me sharp. I love the acute side of care that I'm able to provide here, and there are tons of great learning opportunities as a junior doctor. So we see all sorts of patients in A&E pretty much. It can range from simple injuries or people coming in with falls to other conditions like chest infections. Nowadays we see a lot of COVID, and also various psychiatric conditions. Basically anything that gets admitted to the hospital will pass through A&E. It's really interesting because you get to see a wide range of conditions. However, with that comes a large responsibility to make sure that we are sending patients the right way, or if we're discharging them, it's definitely safe to do so. So we just need to bear that in mind and be careful and be thorough when we're seeing all our patients. Things that we do in the actual department are see them, ask them questions. We will also order some investigations that we think are essential, such as x-rays, CTs, and do some blood tests. Check their ECGs to make sure they haven't got any abnormal heart rhythms. If they're really unwell, then they go to the resuscitation department, which is where we have more staff and more active management to treat the sicker patients, essentially.
I'm just gonna wander around the hospital, stretch my legs, because in the middle of the night I feel like I get particularly tired, and my body does get a bit tired. So just gonna take it easy for a little bit and go for a wander. Found a nice place to sit and chill. There's absolutely no one. So hospitals are just a really weird place at night because it's just so eerily quiet. I think that we're all quite used to it being very busy, a lot of people coming back and forth. For example, this corridor is usually packed with people. But you know, it's also just really nice when it's not as busy. You know, it feels more in control. The patient flow is definitely less in the night, and you can hear yourself think, which is not something that happens very often in a really, really hectic, busy department. In a strange way, there's also a nice sense of camaraderie because everyone working on the shift with you at 3-4 a.m. I mean, no one really wants to be here working at 3 a.m. but because we're all struggling in the same boat together, it almost feels like we are on the same team doing the same task, so we are all just really supportive of each other. It's quite nice in that sense, I guess. I would say the main downside of working night shifts is that you are just living on a completely opposite side of the world to everyone else essentially. While you're awake, everyone else is asleep, and while everyone else is asleep, you are awake and at work, which can be really weird and very unsocial, especially if you're living with flatmates or family. It's also just very mentally and physically exhausting on the body when you are constantly changing your body, sleep cycles around. But anyways, I'm just gonna spend a bit of time out here just chilling, and then I'm gonna go back in and finish the rest of my shift. So yeah.
After my quick walk around, I head back to my room and continue seeing patients.
It's an example of one of the scans that we chase in the hospital. CTs, and we also chase MRIs and X-rays just to give us a bit more information about what the patients come in with essentially.
At 4:30, I eat a quick meal in the resting area before heading over to get a much needed coffee.
Coffee, a tasty flat white to get me through to the end of my shift. I was literally just so exhausted. I think I just got to a point where I literally couldn't think. So much needed, and hopefully we'll wake me up a little, see the rest of my patients here, and yeah, call it a night.
The coffee gives me a much needed boost, and I keep my body awake with some stretching as well. The night's gone by real quick because I've been kept busy, and I make sure the rest of the department is managing okay before heading back and following up on some of my patients.
It just hits a certain point on your night shifts when you look at the clock and you stop thinking, and yeah, and you're just exhausted. And I think I am close to that, but you know, what's got to be done's got to be done. People don't stop getting sick.
Nothing feels better than walking out after a night shift to a beautiful sunrise, and there's no better place to experience it than here. I stop to admire the view for a few minutes before heading over to the tube station. At home, I grab some food and just spend some time chilling and doing a bit of work. Finally, it is time for some much needed rest, and I head to bed around 12 PM when the sun is nice and bright outside, all to get ready for my next shift tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Night shifts can be really exhausting on the body, but it's a really important part of healthcare. The hospital needs to be staffed 24 hours a day, and as a junior doctor, it can be a very rewarding experience as well. I post videos on my life as a doctor, as well as general tips on life and productivity. So if you wanted to see more like this, feel free to subscribe down below and check out more of my videos. But anyways, that is it for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.